Hey posers, welcome to another one of the Wrestling Revolution award-winning, critically acclaimed reviews of Smackdown. Brought to you by your black and white delight, Grumpy Cheeto. First off, I'd like to thank my new subscribers, which is IWC Heel Fan, The Real Life Enigma, Wicked Mountain, and Tamdle MJ? Yeah, Tamdle MJ, I guess. Also, I'd like to let everybody know to go to WrestlingRevolution.com, the epic center for all of your wrestling needs. We have news, forum, live chats during Raw and pay-per-views. We also have our pay-per-view prediction contest that is going to be starting season 3, starting Lockdown, and will run through SummerSlam. The prizes are going to be something for the first prize, which will probably be along the lines of like a major DVD or a game. We haven't decided yet, but it's definitely going to be like worth $30 to $50. And we're going to be giving out for second and third place Wrestling Revolution gear. So, go there, sign up for the pay-per-view predictions contest. All you have to do is go on the forum, register on the site, put your predictions down for the Lockdown pay-per-view. And the matches that are on, you don't even have to watch TNA. You can just randomly BS, put some names in there. You know, and just, if you get, if you're getting points, you're getting points. If not, you're not. Heck, you never know. You could wind up in second or third place just by guessing random crap. And I'm also starting a new foundation called the Save Superstars Foundation. Gonna put the banner logo thingy up there. I'm going to be giving you guys a brief overview of Superstars. I'm going to start encouraging people to watch Superstars on WWE.com because that's where it's gone. I know it bombed on WGN America, but maybe on WWE.com we can get it so that it doesn't go the way of Velocity and Sunday Night Heat. So I'm of course going to do my SmackDown review first because that's what everybody tunes in for. Then I will do a bonus Superstars overview. So if you guys like Superstars or you want to know what happened on Superstars, or even if you're interested, stick around. It won't take very long, and I'll do it after the close of the show. Alright, well, let's jump right in to SmackDown.
Get ready for the Smackdown! Get ready for the Smackdown! How you gonna react when you're put on your back now? Cause there's no turning back when you're facing the Smackdown!
This week's SmackDown is in my backyard of Albany, New York. ADR comes out in the ring early on, and he says that he actually really appreciates Edge, and he actually builds Edge up, and it actually sounded like he really meant it. And then he says that, then he kind of turns that heel corner where he says, Edge should come out and present him with the World Heavyweight title. Well, Edge doesn't come out, but Teddy Long comes out, and Teddy Long says, "No one's handing you nothing, playa." He said, "Tonight there's going to be a 20-man over-the-top battle royal to determine who will face you in the ladder match at Extreme Rules." So, we got our main event for tonight. And also, Teddy Long has a nice little mention there that says that, Teddy says that ADR's destiny right now is to shut up. I marked that one. I thought that was awesome. Anyway, we go into the first match of the night, which is Ezekiel Jackson versus Kofi Kingston. I give this 3 out of 5 Black Rangers. I thought this was a decent opening match. These guys did work pretty well together. It was a good speed versus power wrestler. I mean, you really can't complain too much about these two guys. Honestly, I thought they did a great job. Towards the end of the match, Zeke takes Kofi, they're on the outside of the ring, and then Zeke throws Kofi Kingston into all 3 members of the core because there's some dissension with the core right now. So basically, then Wade Barrett gets mad, and Wade Barrett tries to get in the ring, and I guess he's gonna attack Ezekiel Jackson. The referee is distracted. Kofi Kingston is distracted. Kofi turns around, gets kneed, gets the book of Ezekiel, and Ezekiel Jackson picks up the 3. It wasn't a bad match to kick off SmackDown, not at all actually. Next we go to backstage segment where Lay Cool is in couples therapy, and thank gosh it was not Hornswoggle as the counselor or whatever. So we'll see where this goes. It wasn't a long backstage promo, so I can handle it. If it's not a long thing, or if it's not something that's going on all throughout the night, I think that's good. So anyway, next we go to an in-ring promo where Cody Rhodes is in the ring and he looks like a Darth Rhodes or Darth Cody, Darth Dashing. Because he's got like the black hood over his head and all. He just looked like a Sith Lord or something like that. He basically says that he's not done with Rey Mysterio and that he threatens Rey's family. Rey comes out and Rey hits him with a 619 in the abdominal area. And I think he kicks him in the face once, too. So, this feud between Cody and Rey is still going on. I'm kind of excited about it, because Rey and Cody, they should have just had the one match. They should definitely continue this a little bit, build some more into it, maybe cap it off at the pay-per-view after Extreme Rules, which I'm not sure what that is nowadays, because they keep on changing them. But I really think that they should keep at least 3 pay-per-views. They should have this feud going on. Next, we have an Awesome Kong promo, which I'm pretty sure somebody somewhere said it was somebody else, but I'm pretty sure it's Awesome Kong. It looks a lot like Awesome Kong. Anyway, next we go to the second match of the night, which is by far the match of the night. Well, yeah, not by far, but it's definitely the match of the night, which is Rey Mysterio versus Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre, throughout this match, does a lot of great ground and pound work, and Rey Mysterio does a good job at keeping up with Drew McIntyre. Drew hits a nice backbreaker early on in the match, and then Drew hits a awesome... he also hits a when they're on the outside, Rey goes out to do a hurricanrana, he slides outside and does a hurricanrana, and he just grabs him and swings him right into the barricade and just hit him right in the head, dude. I'm telling you, it was nasty. They go back and forth for a while, a lot of good back and forth action. Rey starts to pick up the pace, Drew McIntyre stops it. There was a really good portion, and I'm going to show it up here, or at least I'm going to try to, where Rey rolled through, Drew went for a sunset flip, Rey rolled backwards, Drew rolled backwards, Rey bounced off the far rope to go for some kind of probably luchador move, and then Drew McIntyre just took his boot out and said, "Sorry." So, there was also a nice point where Rey hit a nice jumping, swinging tornado DDT. It was actually a really great move. And in the end, though, Rey reversed, I think, a clothesline, getting him into the ropes, hitting the 619, and the splash for the win. I give this match 4 out of 5 Yellow Rangers. Match of the night. It was a great match. Also, during this match, we have Booker T's quote of the night, which is, it's actually more of a mistake. It's not really more a funny quote or a stupid quote of his, but during the match, he said that Wade Barrett can get the biggest win of his career tonight if he beats Rey Mysterio, even though he's facing Rey's facing Drew McIntyre. So, it was just maybe more of a mess up, but I'll hold it against him, because I don't want Booker T on commentary anymore. Sorry, I'd rather him in the ring, honestly. Next, we have a backstage segment where Edge heads to the ring, and he's walking around. He gives a hug to Stryker and Chavo, and he walks by Kane, and he shakes Kane's hand, and they're kayfabing it up right now, which they blow out of the water later. Next, they go to an in-ring promo with Edge's farewell. He goofs up in the beginning by saying "last night on Raw." Just thought I'd point that out. Nothing too incredibly harmful there. He talks a little, and then he goes back and he says he wants to do his entrance again. So he goes back, they play his music again, he comes out and he does his actual entrance, because the first time he just kind of walked out. Second time he came out, he actually did his normal entrance. He gives cred to his mom, and then he gives a heartfelt send-off. So, I'll kind of get into my thoughts on Edge, after I'm done. There's a backstage promo with Edge talking to Rosa Mendez, and then ADR comes up and tries to shake his hand, and ADR winks at him, and then leaves. And Edge just walks away. So they keep kayfabing it up there. Third match of the night, which is a Divas match, Kelly versus Layla. Obviously, there's dissension with Lay Cool. I gave this 2 out of 5 Pink Rangers. Pretty much Kelly, they're trying to make her into more of a dominant diva. I can't say that I believe it. She's not doing awful in the ring anymore, but she's definitely not as believable as they want her to be. In the end, Michelle McCool tries to throw. Layla was going to get counted out, so Michelle McCool throws Layla back in the ring. Layla goes to get up, and then Kelly rolls her up for the win. So, as I said, it wasn't a terrible match, but it was definitely not the best. Next, we go to the main event, which is the 4th match of the night, the 20-man over-the-top rope battle royal. I gave this 4 out of 5 Green Rangers. I actually thought this was a really good battle royal. It wasn't too long, it wasn't too short. They put over a lot of guys in this battle royal. Early on, JTG, Heath Slater, Big Zeke, and the Big Show were eliminated, which that's okay. I mean, I would have wished Zeke would have stayed in longer, but I don't know. After the first commercial break, Cody Rhodes, Kurt Hawkins, Drew McIntyre, Chavo, and then Brutus Clay were eliminated. After the second commercial break, Kofi Kingston, Tyler Rex, Yoshitatsu, Kane, and Chris Masters and Wade Barrett were then eliminated. I know I'm missing somebody in here because it's only 19 that I count, so somebody either got eliminated during the break or I just missed one. You know what? If you the first person to put the person I missed in the description box gets a prize. I'll tell you what it is later. Next, after that, it's the final four, which is Justin Gabriel, Rey Mysterio, Jack Swagger, and Christian. You know, the final four, Rey eliminates Justin Gabriel pretty quickly after they're down to the final four. Jack Swagger then eliminates Rey when Swagger when Rey's trying to eliminate Swagger. And then Christian, of course, eliminates Swagger in the end. Christian is your number one contender going to Extreme Rules to face ADR for the World Heavyweight Championship, which is as it should be, honestly. Christian, this is a well-deserved push for him. Afterward, Edge comes out and he congratulates Christian. Duh. ENC do the 5-second pose for all of us, which we've all missed. The locker room pours out of the back, and they're all in the rampway clapping. And there's some guys in the ring like the Big Show and I do believe Kane and Chavo and Rey. Triple H comes out, you know, gives a heartfelt hug to probably, you know, giving him some, you know, whatever. He whispers sweet nothings into his ear while they're hugging because Edge was crying and stuff like that. And then Edge has yet another long-winded but yet well-deserved speech. Now, the night as a whole, I gave it 4 out of 5 Blue Rangers. A great night. I know there was not as much wrestling, but you know what? Edge was forced to retire. This is not kayfabe. This is real. So it's like, I think they did a really good job at giving Edge the proper send-off, especially on his show. Honestly, the SmackDown has been Edge's show for the past 4 years. You know, on Raw, it was, okay, yeah, he came out on Raw and he made the announcement. That's all fine and he gave a small speech. But SmackDown was dedicated to Edge, and I agree with this. They got 4 decent matches. Well, okay, 3 decent matches and 1 Divas match, which was alright. But they gave Edge the time. They gave Edge a proper farewell, especially for someone who is a 31-time champion in WWE. So, I can't disagree with this night as a whole, honestly. If the Divas match would have been better, I would have given it a 5, honestly. Just speaking about Edge, Edge is one of my favorite heels of all time. He's okay as a face, but as a heel, he's okay, and he's deserved everything he's earned in this business. I am a firm believer that Edge has earned everything that he's gotten. In real life, from what I've heard, he's kind of a douchebag, but, you know, I'm looking only at his career at this point, that he will be missed, especially by me, because Edge was one of the premier guys on SmackDown. I was kind of tired of him back last year. I was okay with him staying on Raw, but then he came back to SmackDown, so I was like, whatever. But I hope the torch gets passed to Christian, because I think Christian could be a great replacement for Edge. And I wish Edge all the best. I wish him and his dogs the best, because apparently he's going to sit home with his dog. He said something about his girl. I don't know who his girl is, but, you know, whatever. But Edge, thank you for all the awesome matches. Thank you for everything you've done for this business. I mean, you personified the rated R superstar. You gave us awesome vignettes and awesome promos and great feuds, and you put over so many people in the company. And I mean, you just can't take away from Edge. As I said, as a professional wrestler and his professional career, Edge is one of the best in the business. And my friend, you will definitely be in the Hall of Fame. I will definitely be marking out when you go in the Hall of Fame. And one day when you come back to the WWE for whatever reason, not wrestling, please don't wrestle, because I don't want anything to happen with your spinal stenosis or anything to aggravate that. But when you do come back, you know, you obviously have the credentials. You don't have to wrestle. Be a general manager, be a backstage hand, like helping the young guys, whatever. And I can't wait to see you again. Anyway, that wraps it up for my SmackDown review. Now I'm going to do my Save Superstars section. So, on WWE.com, Superstars has been featured on there now that it's not on WGN America. I want to implode Superstars on I want Superstars to gain 300 more viewers. Because that's what I have, like 325 subscribers or whatever. So it's like all my subscribers, anyone who's watching this, watch Superstars. It's 45 minutes. It's decent wrestling. You can skip all of the recaps and all that. You can now watch 3 decent matches. So the first match of the night was Chris Masters versus Kurt Hawkins, which I gave 3 out of 5 Yellow Rangers. Great opening contest. These guys worked really well together, as a matter of fact. I think these guys just put it all out there, and Kurt Hawkins proved something here today, that he's ready to step up onto the main roster and actually go for probably a singles championship. I would not be ashamed to say Kurt Hawkins is ready to go for the IC title. I mean, either that or the tag titles again. He's there. He needs that push. Second match of the night was a great Divas match between Natalia Neidhart and Gail Kim versus Maurice and Melina. I gave it 4 out of 5 Pink Rangers. This match was a really good tag match, got time. 3 out of 4 of them are really great in-ring workers. Maurice being kind of the odd one out, but she didn't do too bad either. She's actually coming along. I'm actually surprised. And then the main event was Zack Ryder versus the Great the Great Khali. And I gave that match 2 out of 5 White Rangers. It was an okay match. For a main event, it's the Great Khali versus Zack Ryder. What are you going to do? Really? The Great Khali is someone really hard to work with, especially if you're a smaller guy. So I think Zack Ryder did the best he could. Zack Ryder, of course, did not win. Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention who won. Chris Masters won his match. Natalia and Gail Kim won their match by submission with the sharpshooter. And, of course, the Great Khali beat Zack Ryder. It was like a 4-minute match, I think. So, anyway. Alright, well, I guess that wraps it up for this week's show. I am Grumpy Cheeto, and I am awesome.